Hi, good morning and welcome. My name is Sandra. My channel is called Sussex Sandra and welcome. So what I'm going to be starting off doing today, pulling out these crochet braids that I put in about 3.5 weeks ago. So these were some faux locks crochet braids which I purchased from either eBay or Amazon. I can't remember which one. And I'm going to be taking these out. So I'm going to be preparing my hair. So I'll be doing a pre-shampoo using products that I've received in various beauty boxes, and wash my hair, deep condition my hair, style my hair. I might be styling my hair, my natural hair today, so I might be just leaving it out today, and then I'll probably installing sort of new braids in tomorrow. What braids I'm going to be using, I don't know as yet. I've got more of this. I'm not sure if I've got them in this colour or another colour. So I've got more of these faux locks, and I also purchased some passion twist faux locks as well. I'm hoping they're passion twist. What I've noticed when I've looked on eBay and on Amazon is that they'll describe something as passion twist, but when you actually look at them, they're normally just spring twists or just sort of water waves that are sort of tightly coiled, but they're not passion twists. So the ones that I've purchased, I'm hoping are passion twists, so we will see when I receive them, and I think they're coming tomorrow, which is Sunday, December the 1st. So either way, I'll probably be installing the braids in tomorrow. So let's proceed. So this is how I normally pull out my crochet braids. I'll just show you how I normally do it. It's not hard. The reason why I like doing crochet braids is just that it's so quick and it's so easy for me just to change up my styles. Yeah, it was probably about two years ago that I wasn't going to add any more perms or relaxers or anything like that to my hair again. The only chemicals I was going to sort of permanently apply to my hair now would probably be hair dyes. So permanent dyes or sort of semi-permanent dyes or just rinses, but no more chemical perms or relaxers or anything like that. My hair is very short and very thin. The medication I use actually contributes to hair loss and hair thinning. So my hair has actually stopped breaking, and I've stopped losing my hair now. And I think that's literally just down to the lot of care and love I've given my hair and scalp over the last couple of years. It is now starting to grow, not grow in great lengths, but it's starting to grow and it's starting to thicken, which is really all I want, particularly as you've probably all of seen, particularly around my edges. They are starting to catch up quite a lot, and again, that is due to a product that I discovered in a beauty box subscription, which one was it? I think it was the Itoju box, the very first Itoju box I got. I got a product, it was either Itoju or Cosbox, I'm not sure which one it was. I got a product called Anna-Kate Loss, and it was growth serum. You've seen me use it, you've seen me talk about it. I've even done a specialist video about it. Anna-Kate Loss growth serum. I put a picture of it up on the screen here, and I have been applying that. Again, I've fallen out of the routine of applying it daily, and it's like, no, I need to slap my wrist to remind myself. But it is something you're supposed to apply twice a day to the affected areas. I do apply it sort of during the week, but it's not every day. It'll be like, I've gone back to doing it like 3 times a week probably. So I will be definitely doing that today after I've done my wash and condition. So let's start. I've already started pulling out the crochet braids at the back of my hair, so I'm just going to show you how easy it is just to pull them out. So these ones are quite easy. You literally just pull it out of the roots. These are done with a single knot. You'll understand what I mean about a single knot when I install them in later. She says it's an easy one to pull out. Look, there we go. So you literally pull them out like this, and then depending on the condition of the braid, I might use it again or I'll throw it away. So this one I'll probably use again. So the older ones that are still in a decent condition, I use again, but I put them at the back. But all of the braids that have been in my hair, they're all going to get washed again. So I'm just going to pull these out now, and then I will apply my pre-shampoo. There we go. So this one, yeah, this one I can still use again. The loop which I attach isn't too big, so I can use that one again. So I'm just going to do that for the rest of my hair, and then I'll come back to you in a bit to do the pre-shampoo. Right, so you can see that I've taken all the braids out now and I've started pulling out my actual hair. What I'm going to be doing next is applying my pre-shampoo. So what I'm going to be using is the product we got in our November treasure chest from Cream of Nature, and it's a clay and charcoal pre-shampoo detoxifying clay mask. So it's this stuff here. My daughter has already used it. She used it last weekend, so thankfully she's left me about half, I would say. I'm lucky I've got that, to be honest. So what does this product do? So this product is supposed to remove impurities and heavy buildup and infuse deep moisture. Remove heavy buildup while cleansing, detoxifying and infusing deep moisture with our pre-shampoo detoxifying clay mask. Product benefits: cleanses and infuses deep moisture, provides touchable softness, mineral-rich formula, detoxifies by removing product buildup and controls frizz. No mineral oil, no petrolatum. And it's say how to use. On dry hair, before shampooing, apply the mask to the hair section by section, making sure to cover the full head. Leave on up to 10 minutes to absorb excess oils and impurities. Rinse thoroughly and follow with a clay and charcoal shampoo and conditioner. Keep out of reach of children. Alright, so I'm going to do that. So I seem to have got my hair a little bit tangled here, which is not good. Got to be careful here. Right, I'm going to leave that and I'll probably detangle that whilst I'm in the shower, whilst it's wet. So I'm literally going to just apply this in my hair whilst I'm pulling out my braids. So my hair has been braided now for it's a good 3 weeks, I would say. So that's what the product looks like. I shouldn't have to use that much really, because as I said, my hair is not thick. So that's my version of a section. So I'm going to do this throughout my whole head. And I'm going to put a plastic cap on, leave it for sort of 10-15 minutes or so, and then I'll go and wash my hair. second day hair now, as you can see. So what I'm going to be doing now, I'm now going to be doing the final stages of just preparing my hair for my crochet braids. So I'm going to be putting a new installation today. So I'm just going to take you through just a bit of my process and you can see what I do. So you saw yesterday that I cleansed my scalp and I conditioned it. Then I went out for the evening. Today I'm a little bit, well, you can see I'm a little bit knackered. Just went to the airport, did an airport run, so I took my mother to the airport. So she's going to Jamaica, well, just for Christmas and winter. Probably won't be back now until spring when it starts to get a bit warmer, which is fair enough. She doesn't need to be spending the winter in this cold country at her age, so fair enough. Leaving us here to suffer it out, eh? So what I'm going to be doing now, I'm literally just going to be cornrowing my hair and just, yeah, getting my scalp ready. So what I always do, so what I'm going to be doing now, before I do all of that, I'm just going to be putting in my next dose of the Anna Kate Loss Growth Serum. So I'm just going to be putting that through, particularly around the front and my edges, and we'll go from there. So as you can see, that's the bottle, that's what the serum looks like. And I literally just put that all around my edges, particularly the front, because that's basically where most of my thinning hair was, or my bald scalp was. Let me bring you in a bit closer so you can see. So I don't know if you can remember from the last time I did an update. My scalp, my edges as we call it, the temple area, was my area of concern. So obviously using the growth serum has helped a lot, and I'm starting to get new growth here all through this area here. The only problem, and I've sort of joked about it on Instagram, the only problem is that the new growth, as it's coming through now, so hair that I haven't seen growing on this part of my head for years, and I mean over 10 years here, it's growing back, but it's growing back grey. So I have got 3 different colours going on in my hair at the moment. I've got the grey, then I've got this second little layer of this sort of blondie grey. That was from when I dyed my hair with the what was it called, Revlon Realistic Vivid colour in the Sunset Copper. So that was the sort of, that colour kind of faded quite quickly to a sort of blondie grey, and then this colour on top, which is still the remnants of the Sunset Copper on my older hair. So I've got 3 different colours here, so you can see that that growth serum has actually worked. So particularly in the front, I've got the grey, the blondie grey, and then the colour here. So I've got 3 different colours going on here. So until I decide what I'm going to do to make my hair one uniform colour, I'm just going to keep on installing crochet braids or wearing wigs throughout the winter, and then come spring I can decide what I am going to do, and I can assess my hair a bit better by then. But as you can see, that growth serum stuff, it's working for me perfectly. For those of you who don't know and you're just visiting my channel for the first time, I've got a chronic autoimmune illness, so rheumatoid arthritis. It's very common. I take a collection of medication called NSAIDs, non-steroidal, something or another. There's a whole mixture of products. Some of the meds in there, and I also take a product called methotrexate, which is a mild chemotherapy, which I have to take once a week. But the combination of particularly a couple of those products, it does lead to hair loss and hair thinning. So what I suffered from at the very beginning when I first started taking this medication, so we're going back what, 15 sort of 17 years ago now, I suffered from hair loss, quite severe hair loss, probably not helped by the fact that I was also wearing weaves to cover all that hair loss. So I also suffered from traction alopecia all around the front, because I was doing weaves for quite a few years, and you know, back in the day they used to really grab your hair too tight. So I had traction alopecia all along here, as well as the hair loss from the medication. So all along here was extremely bald. It's only started to grow back, I would say, in the last 6 months or so. In about the last 6 months, I would say, and that's literally because I started using this growth serum. It's called the growth serum. They're not making any medical claims because they can't, but what they basically say is that this product can help in growing your hair back if you've had problems with it. I don't know if it's been verified medically, but I know it's worked for me. That's all I can say. It's just one of those products that you need to try it for yourself, really, and see if it works for you, particularly if you've got thin hair. The product itself, it's a serum. It's not oily, because I think it's something that people have worried about, that it's oily, it's going to make their hair greasy. But I do know that the company are going to be making, I don't know if they've launched it yet, but they are going to be making another version of this product, and it's going to be oh, what did they say it's going to be? I think they said it's going to be sort of a lighter serum, so for those people who were worried about it being too greasy in their hair. Because this product is supposed to be applied to your scalp, and you're supposed to leave it and then you're supposed to wash it out. But obviously with my type of hair, Afro-Caribbean hair, my hair is dry, so I just leave it in. I use it as a sort of a leave-in product in my hair. But for Caucasian hair, you're supposed to put it in, especially after you've washed it, leave it for a bit, can't remember how long, probably like 20 minutes or so, and then you wash it out, because that's supposed to help. But you're supposed to allow it to absorb into your scalp, so it is very important that you apply it to your scalp rather than to your hair. So that's the first product that I use, which I think is just amazing. And then the other thing that I use for the rest of my scalp is this. It's a scalp optimizer, and this just basically helps to thicken your hair, and my hair has got thicker. This is the second jar I've gone through. Look at that, that's the second jar I've gone through. This is my second bottle of this, which is now, it's 2/3 full, empty, you can see that. So that's my second bottle going through there. So I'm literally going to put some of the scalp optimizer in now, just put it in my scalp, and then I'll just massage it in. It's got the scent it has, it smells like cloves. If you're not sure what cloves smell like, a lot of the dental products, you know, like dental mouthwashes and stuff, they smell like cloves. That's what this does smell like. So it's one of those products, again, if you're worried about the scent, put it in, apply it, and then wash it out if you're worried about the scent. I find that the scent does go away, and I haven't really noticed anybody saying that I smell like cloves. So I think the scent definitely does go away. So as you can see, I've started to corner around my hair now. So I've got 2 braids always going across the front. That just seems to be the braid pattern that seems to work for me. And then I have 2 coming down the sides like that. So once I've done these 2 going downwards, the rest I do going backwards. Hope you can see these ones here going backwards. Hope you can anyway. So that's what I do. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish doing my head, and then I'll start the installing of the crochet braids I'm using today. The product I really wanted to try out this weekend, my main product was this one from the Cream of Nature, the Pre-shampoo Detoxifying Clay Mask. That seemed fine, it actually worked fine with me. My hair felt nice afterwards. Because the pre-shampoo I normally use is the Philip Kingsley Elasticizer. This had the same sort of effect as the Philip Kingsley elasticizer. It's just a darn sight cheaper, a lot cheaper. So I think this is a product I will definitely be buying again as a pre-shampoo product. So that was good. Obviously, after I've washed my hair and cleansed it and everything, I do like to make sure that I do my good treatment all over of my Anna Kate Loss products, just to help continue with my growth journey and the thickness journey and just general health of my hair. Because I say at the moment my hair is actually very healthy. It's actually the healthiest it's been for years. So I think that's just a combination of me taking more care of my hair now, and now using products that seem to agree with my scalp as well. So far it's all looking good. So, oh, before I forget, this Cyber Weekend, Anna Kate Loss are doing 25% off their products on their website. So I'll put the link down below for the website. I'll probably be stacking up again, just making sure I've got more of this. I think I've got one more of these, and I'm running out of this. So I definitely need to make sure I get another bottle before Monday, because I know I'll be annoyed if I don't get my little discount of it. So 25% off, and then afterwards I'll be installing my braids. So I was going to do the faux locks again, but I wanted to try and get some passion twists. Finding passion twists a little bit difficult on the websites, particularly Amazon and eBay. They're the two websites I tend to find these products. What they call passion twists are never passion twists. They're always just spring. They're just like spring twists, and it's not the same. So you really need to click through and scroll through the websites to make sure you're getting the right products. So this is what I'm going to be installing in. These are passion twists compared to spring. So do make sure, if you're going to buy these products, make sure that you scroll through the pictures and make sure you are getting passion twists if that's what you're looking for, rather than spring twists, because they'll show the initial photograph of someone with passion twists in their hair. Then when you scroll through and see the actual product, it's just spring. Don't overpay for spring, because the spring ones cost about £5, £6, whereas this stuff costs 20 odd pounds. So make sure you get the right one, or you're just going to be really disappointed. Alright guys, I will see you in a bit when I'm ready to start installing the braids in. Right guys, so you can see I have cornrowed my hair all the way around. So that's it, it's done enough so it should stay in place for a good 2 weeks at least. I don't like to do it too tight, because obviously I don't want to put any additional tension on my hair follicles, but I make sure that it's tight enough and secure enough so it will remain in place and nothing falls out, because that'll be the most embarrassing thing to do. No braids will fall out over the next sort of couple of weeks. Right, so as I said, I'm going to put in these passion twists. Really looking forward to trying these out actually. These particular ones are pre-loop. I'll put the details of where I got these from on the screen so you can see, but if I can show them close to you. So this is what it looks like. This was in, I think it was shade T1B 27, so the 27 is the colour at the end. That sort of auburn blondie colour at the end. I just like these colours. I don't tend to just go for straight 1B, the soft black colour. I like to go for something with a bit of brown and a bit of colour in it, or a bit of auburn, or a little bit of red or burgundy. Those are the kind of colours I tend to go for. It's got a pre-loop, so it's nice and easy to put it in, and it's very easy to put in. So let me show you. You can get these. They're called latch hooks. You can get these from Amazon, 99p if that. You can buy them in packs of 3. I tend to have just got them anytime I've bought large bundles of crochet braids. They sometimes just put these in free in the pack, so I've got 3 or 4 of these knocking around the house, and I've got 3 here. So I'm just going to show you how I put it in. So I'll just make the hole a little bit bigger, the loop a bit bigger, so I can put my finger through it. I'm no expert at doing this, but what I do is usually enough for me. So I'm no qualified hairdresser, but I'm just going to show you how I do it. So here's my braid. Just show you the braid I've got going across here. So I'm just going to show you at the front so you can see. You put the crochet braid in. You can see that's the latch hook mechanism there. You see that? I put the crochet braid, I hook it on like that. I close the latch, I pull it through my braid, and then I literally put the braid through the hoop, pull it up tight, and that is it. It is in. It's as simple as that. Depending on what your hair is like, if your hair is thick or normal, normally I would say just put them about a finger width apart. But because I've got thin hair, I put them in much closer. So I do tend to buy quite a few packets of these. So for me, this comes in, you come in a bunch like that, and I think each bunch has about 12 strands in it. And a packet will have, I think it's 5 bunches of the 12 braids. So you've got 60 of these in total. To do a full head, for me, I normally take about 2 packs. So with this particular style, so we're looking at about sort of 50-60 pounds. So it's an expensive one, so they better look good, because normally I just buy the cheaper stuff, which is like 5-6 pounds a pack. And you know, so buy 5 of them, it's like 30 quid. I've doubled the amount I normally spend, but I thought, when it's Christmas season, let me do something a bit different. So here we go, put another one in there. So I've inserted it in, the latch is open. I'm going to put the braid over it. I've latched it on, I've hooked it, I'm going to pull it through. Just going to open the hole a little bit. See, I've opened the hole. I'm just going to put the braid through. Voila, that's it. And I literally do that throughout my whole head. So I'm going to do that now, and then I'll come back to you and show you the end result. Alright, see you a bit later. As you can see, the passion twists are all now installed, so this is all done. It took me longer than normal, actually, because I installed them in really close together, so I didn't put much of a gap between most of the braids. So it took me just under 2 hours to install all of these in. Normally it would take me just over an hour just to do the normal crochet braids in. So you can see how it's looking. Yeah. So how many packs did I use? So I got these all from Amazon. I will put the link down below where I got them from Amazon. So within each pack there was 5 packs, if I remember correctly, and in each pack there was 12 strands of these. So in total it was 60 in one pack. I used one pack, then I went into the second pack and I used a further, say 14. So yeah, further 14. So it was just over 1 pack and a bit. But then don't forget, my hair is actually very thin. I don't know if I put in more than normal or I put in less than what people would normally do. I'm assuming that if you've got quite thick hair, you probably don't need to put in as many as I put in, because you would normally have the finger in between each one. But I actually put them, as I said, I installed these in very close together. So this is the final look. I will probably keep these in again for about 2 weeks, and then I'll get bored and I'll probably put in the faux locks again, or I'll wash these and put these in again. So I'll go between the two, but I think for most of this winter I will be keeping in crochet braids of some sort, because 1, I don't have to do anything to my hair, and 2, it keeps my head warm. And keeping my head warm is kind of important. So there you go. So that was my full wash day and what I do at the weekends with my hair. So as you can see, I take my time and do it. I do a leisurely pace. Other things go on in the meantime, but that is normally how I do my hair over the weekend. Alright, so let me know what you think down below. Do you like these? Do you like these? Do you have any ideas of what other crochet braids I could be looking at to install for next time? Because I do like installing crochet braids. The length of these ones, by the way, it wasn't the 18 inch, because they sell these in 18 inch and 20 inches. I don't normally like those really long ones. This is actually only 14 inch, but it's still fairly long. It's actually longer than I would actually normally like, but hey, it's all good as far as I'm concerned. Right, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up down below. And if you haven't done so already, what are you waiting for? You know what you need to do. Just press that subscribe button down below. And whilst you're at it, you might as well press the little bell, because then that will ensure that you won't miss out on any of my future videos. And again, please don't forget that I have got another giveaway going now, and it's working towards that 3,000 subscribers. And the prize, the giveaway for that 3,000 subscriber, when I hit it, is that cult beauty box that I showed you in the video the other day. Alright, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of weekend. I will see you soon. Take care.